G'day everyone, welcome to this edition of DURKO's Notebook for the 2023 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. As it's the end of the season, I'll do a quick wrap up of what I've seen throughout this season and who I rate in terms of teams, drivers and races. So anyway, got a lot to talk about. Fucking hell. G'day everyone, welcome to this edition of DURKO's Notebook for the 2023 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Got a lot to talk about. Fucking hell. G'day everyone, welcome to this edition of DURKO's Notebook for the 2023 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Got a lot to talk about as the season ender. I'll give it a quick rundown on what I thought about the best driver, race and the teams themselves as how they've gone. So, fucking hell. G'day everyone, welcome to this edition of DURKO's Notebook for the 2023 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. As it's the end of the season, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on what I've thought about the season so far and what should stay or should go, plus my dreams and hopes for 2024. Got a lot to talk about, so pull up a pew, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. You wouldn't fucking read about it. So the Armchair circuit in its current format's only been that way for the last two seasons. It's a bit shorter than it used to be. With 16 turns, not the old 21, and it's been dropped down from 5.5 to 5.28 kilometres in length. The most controversial thing I guess I witnessed all weekend was during the free practice and Max's pit exit through the tunnel and down the slope out of the pit exit lane, trying to overtake other drivers through the tunnel. Now, he thought it was some given privilege to him that they had to get out of his way. I didn't realise it was qualifying time set during free practice. But I think it's just stupid and an idiotic dickhead move to do it in the tunnel because potentially the damage could be done to the cars was just could have been horrific and costly, plus completely clogged up the tunnel. And how they would recover a car that gets stuck in there, I don't know. I suppose there must be some procedure they've got worked out in case it does ever happen. But I've got to say it was stupid, and I think the whole idea is going to be squashed regarding the pit lane. As we've seen through the season, the pit lane stoppages, blokes like Russell using it as a car park to jam up, make sure they get a clear track run. And then Max, overtaking everyone, as we saw in Brazil and again here in Abu Dhabi, out of the pit exit as he tries to get back on the circuit. I think it's stupid, and the FIA have got to clamp down on it and say, sorry, as soon as you go past the end of the pit lane where the lights are, that's it. You've got to go in formation as you proceed out of the pit lane. The racing itself probably wasn't the most exciting race I've watched all season. It was a bit of a snooze fest, really, and just a procession of cars going round. I don't think any exciting came out of the whole weekend, really. It was just an F1 event as such. So I just want to wrap up the season so far and give my opinion on a few things. Now, obviously, I think my driver of the year has got to be Oscar Piastri as the rookie. He's turned up, and I think he's got into Lando's headspace to say, yep, I'm your teammate, but I'm also going to give you a fair run for your money. Compared to what obviously Sargent did. Now, Sargent has been retained by Williams 2024, and I think unless he has a cracker of a season next year, Williams got no option but obviously punt him. So I'm going to say my team of the year, normally as a McLaren fan I would say McLaren, but I think Williams have got to get it my gong for this year, only because of the pickup and the performance they've had across the season as such, on the whole, especially more with Albon rather than Sargent. And I think a lot of that comes down to James Vowles' involvement as the new team principal. And I think he's just turned that team around on its head and really making great inwaves for what was the back market team, which is now Haas, unfortunately for them. Now, I'm going to probably cop some criticism here, but I think the race that I say is the best race I've seen all season was the Las Vegas. I was always critical of it, said don't even bother going there, it's going to be shit. All the pre-show stuff, all the post-show stuff was absolutely shit, but the race from when the car started racing to the end, I think was one of the best I've seen in years, and only because of the way they were fighting with each other, scrapping it at such high speed to try and get track position and to overtake each other. So, yeah, I'll eat my own words and say Vegas was the best race of the season for me. Obviously, the worst race is without a hesitation, it's got to be Miami. It is just absolute dog shit. They've got to scrap it, get rid of it. It's a joke. And that basically leads me to my 2 wishes for the 2024 season. You never know, dreams may come true. But of course, I'd like to see a tyre war with other manufacturers other than Pirelli being there. And also I'd like to see the Miami race scrapped, because I think it is, as I said, it's just shit. There's nothing exciting about it. There's no challenge. It's just an event put on for a particular market. And I don't think it's suited to F1. I don't have any drivers that actually like it. It's boring to watch. It's just shit. It's just got to go. F1 have just got to scrap it. Say, okay, we tried it. It was a bad experiment. It failed. It's not working for us. Let's just get rid of it. Go somewhere else. Go to Kyalami. Go back to Portugal. Go to Argentina. Go somewhere where there's an actual racing circuit, not just a car park. It is just absolute shit. So, there you go. So that's it for this edition of Durko's Notebook for 2023 and the whole season. To everyone that supported me in the group and the group itself, I thank you. I thank you to the admin team as well for the help they've given me throughout the year. And I'll be back in early 2024 once the pre-season testing is done to give you an insight into the season, what we've got ahead of us, and what can we expect from return of some races. All right, until then, I wish you all well for the festive season. Take care, look after yourselves, and I'll talk to you next year. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.